hometown lost power, and looks like we may be having some lingering internet issues. So we will do the best we can to keep this going. The stream keeps coming and going on my monitor. I don't know what's happening, but hey, we are VannKraken, 4.5-year World of Warships PC player and 2+ year World of Warships Legends, alpha tester, deluxe, and now just regular player, just like you guys. And here to help you get some of the fine points and tips that will help you get better at World of Warships on the Legends side. There's been changes since I went away 2 weeks ago. I did play a little bit last week before I ducked out of town. Had a vacation that I completely forgot about, honestly. I run so hard and fast at what I do, I'm generally not thinking too far ahead. My wife does all of that for me, thank God. And didn't realize we were going out of town. So basically did not have on the plan that we were going for vacation last week. So we were out, we had a fun time. We did some fishing, some boating. Kids got to do some pool time. Just some good family outing stuff going on. So let me catch up with some people in chat. Hey, Obi Swift, we caught up on Discord. So good to see you, my friend. Hope you are well. It's been a while. And there's your person that you know, your friend Darkitect18, Super Tester. And I'm getting a little bit of feedback. Let me see what that is from. Okay, I think it's that volume adjustment. So hey, yeah, Obi, great to see you. We had a quick chat on Discord. Glad to see you out there. I usually see what you're doing when I log into Xbox. I'm not sitting out in front of your house or anything like that, but good to see you. Glad and hope that you are well and your family are well. As I say that to everyone else who's joined in stream, if anyone makes it tonight, I'll just tell you, last week I scrambled to get a YouTube video out on Georgia before I left for vacation. That's why I didn't stream. So it was a crazy ass week, and I am discombobulated with the changes that happened again. Windows 10 updated, it lost all my audio settings, it lost a lot of my streaming settings. So I'm hoping that this is going to actually be working decently, but again, Twitch keeps going up and down on my Twitch stream manager, so hopefully that's not happening for you guys. Again, talked about a family trip. I have not, on my trip, checked out everything going on with Legends. I have a dodgy internet connection up at the cabin that we go to. I did play a couple games of Legends, enough to get Champagne finished, but I've not really checked out the stuff going on. Look at the HUD. The HUD is different. I heard that they're going to have the Bureau progress up there on the right-hand side, and I think if you press the Y button, it takes you into this kind of overview screen, which is kind of cool. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I know that we have some new carriers in the game, and we have some new ships in the game. Obi says he's going to pop on, say hi, he's got to go to bed, practice in the morning. Oh, football practice in the morning. Cool, my friend. Awesome. We are going to be doing soccer all summer, it looks like, again. Not much of a break, so hey, get your rest. It's important when you're an athlete, and awesome to see you. Thanks for coming by. Take care of yourself. Have a great night. And good to see you, Dark. Good to see you, Monk. So yeah, what do you guys think about the changes going on? I've been just kind of keeping tabs on the game, bouncing in and out of Reddit, getting in a few arguments with people. Mostly what I think are good-natured arguments. But it seems like the house is burning down with CVs, right? I knew AP bombs were not going to make some people happy. So just kind of funny to see that bad aura that's happening in World of Warships PC with all the complaining and crap posting about CVs starting to spill over to some degree into Legends. It kind of bums me out, to be honest. For those of us who've been playing World of Warships PC for a long time, we knew this was coming. Some of you asked for carriers. We said be careful what you wish for. You might get it. With the Germans come the armor-piercing bombs, the ability to get Citadel hits, which certain lines of ships are more susceptible to that than others, especially the German battleships. And as Dark is saying, a lot of people complain. Yeah, it's going to be a shock, and you're going to have to adapt. I put a quick post out there about maybe it's time to think about expanding to 12v12, because that would spread the pain of the CV around to more players, and it would also allow you to group up and get more anti-aircraft. defense as a group when necessary. And then thirdly, I'm not really happy with a lot of the spawns lately. Not necessarily just the positions of the spawns, but where players are spawning. So you see a lot of games now, decent chunk, where it's like 7 people on one side and 2 on the other, and that naturally leads to a crappy deployment. You're forcing several people to sail across the map from the middle or the far side to get to the weak flank, and I don't think the average player has any concept of balanced flanks. You know, equal numbers of ships on both sides of the map. So I think having 12v12 would actually balance that out as well. More ships can easily be placed at each spawn location, so you have a more balanced load in. So, and then Dark is making the point about backing up the spawns as well. That is another key thing that I've talked about forever, especially on things like the Shards B spawn, which has always been a disaster. But gotten a little bit of a back and forth with a mod or two on the Reddit for World of Warships Legends, and you know, I don't want to say the apologizers, because I'm as supportive of this game as anybody and as positive about it as anybody, which you guys probably know. I get less sick of it than most players do by far, but immediately people jump in and say, well, they can't do 12v12. They said it's hard-coded for 9v9 +1 -1. They can't do it. We just can't make it happen. It's too expensive, too much time, too much cost, too many hours of time. It's like, that's a bunch of crap. I'm sorry, I just think it's not true. I think you can take a lot of the coding, and I'm not saying it's copy-paste, but a lot of the coding exists, at least the mathematics of how matchmaking works, and can be taken from the 12v12 or 15v15 or 30v30 matchmaking that's been done in other wargaming titles and applied to Legends. And then the argument is, well, they're all in different departments and they all have their own thing going. Well, yeah, that's true, but they're one company and they can share data across borders. And do you think that they don't share the line extensions and the ship modeling and the art, you know, and the maps and all that between Legends and PC, World of Warships? They obviously do. So please, I do not believe that they cannot share matchmaking know-how, and relatively easily now, given the breadth of ships in Legends and having enough players, expand our matchmaking from 9v9 to 12v12. So anyway, that's my soapbox rant for the night. I didn't think I'd have the energy, honestly, because I got bug bites. I got some mosquito bites fishing, and right in the spot of your back, like, you know how mosquitoes know how to bite you right where you can't reach it? Just why they land there in the first place? Because they're psychic? So I didn't sleep much last night because I had these bites that I could not get to and could not scratch, and I had no bite cream. So I'm a little loopy, not a lot of sleep last night. A drive back to Civilization today, and then trying to get back into kind of just up to speed with what I missed at work, because I try to stay off the grid work-wise when I'm gone. And anyway, that's my rant. Dark has summed it up in saying one company, one vision, and that basically is what it is, right? It's not separate titles. It is, but it isn't. It's one company, and because these titles all share the same backbone, and they can share data across the borders. So please don't think that they can't. I've worked in big companies where we're crazy, fly by the seat of our pants, biotechnology, very much, you know, don't make us too rigorously adhere to processes. We want to do this with a chaotic approach. I've lived that. But we still could communicate data across the company. We could still work in teams. We could still make the core stuff that needed to be shared happen. And I think that's what can happen with getting us from 9v9 to 12v12. It's not that hard. If they could program 30v30 in PC tanks, they could do it. I'll say 1,200 people, one vision, 15 offices, probably one internet, Dark, that they could communicate in, probably one Slack or project management system that they could cross-communicate in, across titles, that sort of thing. So anyway, that's my plea for the night. If you're super salty about 9v9 with one of those ships being a carrier, how about just 12v12? At least entering into the discussion. And one of the mods that I was back and forthing with made the point of, well, they're trying to do cross-play divisions and clans, and I'm totally fine with that. Do those first. By all means, do cross-play divisions. I want that, as people on stream here know, very badly. So let's make that happen. let's make clans happen, but how about let's communicate a vision of maybe going to 12v12 if that's what we need to do for the long-term health and balance of the game. And that's what I want, is long-term health and balance of this game. I want it to last. I don't want the houses burning down on Reddit and on Discord and all that because people can't handle 9v9 with a CV and can't handle that the spawns aren't perfect and are going to be more exposed as imperfect with only 8 ships forward deploying on a team. So anyway, let's jump in and play a game with Suri while we're chatting. Honestly, guys, I've not looked again at anything but the load-in screen, and I poked in briefly to look at the campaign, which we are on Georgia on my mind. We're on intro week 1 this week is what I'm calling it. And we need to get some work done because it's Wednesday and I've done 0.0 games. But again, I did get just enough done to get my champagne finished last week. I did go on and throw some modules on that earlier today. Might consider playing a game in that if I want to embarrass myself. Dark has all the ships except North Carolina. So it means you're grinding the new line already up to North Carolina. You're not quite there yet. So that means you're at almost tier 5. Dude, this should be great for you. You're a battleship main, though obviously you're good in other classes and exploring other classes. Oh, and it's funny, speak of the devil, here's the crap. I won't use the alliterative full name, crap shard spawn. Great, battleship teammate, what is this? Is this a Florida that wants to charge the cap? So we got to Surrey, guys. We got past Surrey last week when we were finishing up. And I don't want to get whapped. I think I only have 10-kilometer detection. Florida's not going to let me turn out. I'm going to take fire that was intended for him. Awesome. Florida is actually a pretty good ship from all accounts that I've seen on PC. I've never played it. I do not own it, but I've played it with some folks in Division, and they actually did really, really well in it. Let's go for this Icarus. And I'm really liking Surrey in just the first few games out. I'm sure I'll jinx myself in the process of saying that. But definitely another step up from Devonshire. I know people are telling me this, that I did not do single fire. Can single fire those torpedoes. Let's pretend the Nice now is going to come through. Okay, let's change that. And I'll get back to chat in a second, guys. First game in a while. I don't want to get completely owned. Akatsuki, you're exposed, dude. I'm going to be docking at this island shortly. Oh, dang it. There's the DD. We had shot already. I was going to say our DD's still alive. Nope, he's dead. Yeah, we've lost 2 DDs already and a battleship, so just like old times. Getting right back in the saddle. Damn, he turned. He turned and evaded me. Ruined my plan. Let's throw some torpedoes out, huh? Taking fire from both sides now. We're in the least fun part of a cruiser game when you're getting focused down because you've got teammates that are sitting in the back and or dead. A little bit of both in this case. We are just trying to make life a little more difficult for them as far as hitting us, but cannot avoid them all. Need a heal. Dude, how about the York? Guys on the other side are probably so close. Aim at anybody. Alright, back to the Legal. I'll catch up with chat as soon as this lovely game is over. We have managed to get one kill. But it's not the Knives now. Where is the Knives now? Oh, I'm going to be in pain right now. Oh, he must have borked it. He does have Knives now aim, too. See if we can set him back on fire. Okay. Hey, Hitman, how are you? I am well, thank you. Trying to get back into it tonight. I had a Windows 10 update while I was gone. All my settings were blown. I worked on a little bit this afternoon to try to be able to stream, but I'm like, I probably shouldn't stream. I'm tired, and it's going to be a disaster. But you know what? You got to just jump back in the saddle, right? You do it every single freaking day, pretty much, which I don't know how you do it. Admire you for that. Alright, we're trying to drive off the Icarus. What's Knives now doing? He's gonna maybe pursue us on this corner, so let's try to evade. Come on, Mr. Knives now. I do think that the Surrey already, even though it's completely stock, is more maneuverable. Damn. I knew that was coming. Slow! Slow and turn. No. Okay, the one thing I do in Legends so much more than on PC is run into islands, because it's just harder to look around. Always been harder to look around. Okay, Mr. Icarus. 3 torpits! Ah, I love that when you're not even watching. That's hilarious. Sorry, Mr. Knives now. Not really. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. Again, I'll get caught up on chat, guys. I came home from this trip up to the mountains in a cooler climb, and it is going to be like 108 where I live in the next day and a half. So we're getting unseasonably warm weather in the Pacific Northwest. And it's going to be, it's always hot at the beginning of July anyway, but it's going to be like super, super hot, like 108 hot. Okay, we're going to go ahead and let's activate our sonar 1, and the Icarus has a death wish. So let's fulfill his death wish. Stay for now at an angle where he can't get torps on us. Okay, he did. Oh my god, are we kind of still in this? Maybe? Probably should have waited on my heel, but no, we don't have caps. Moist, hey, how are you? I'll catch up with everybody. I didn't think we were going to have any chance of being in this game. We were actually clawing our way back into it. 8 minutes. I'm going to grab the B cap. Maybe. Oh, crap. Hey, it's a Tennessee. And it's the Quacken. The Quacken versus the Kraken. How's everyone liking the new ships? I'm very excited about Georgia. Dark Architect and I and others have been talking about Georgia on stream and off stream in Discord for quite a while. I do have Georgia on one of my PC accounts. Played a couple games in her, which I've not done for a while for the last YouTube video that I put out. And first game out, had a really, really fun and good game. I'm just not sure how her kind of reduced secondaries are going to fare. Her secondaries are kind of an important part of her overall offensive balance, at least as far as PC goes. So we'll see if what they had to do to her secondaries here hurts her severely or not. Okay, let's wait for him to fire on us, and then we're going to turn and show our butt. Get some torps off. If he doesn't just blast me right now. Not too bad. Could be worse. Is he not coming too fast? He's just slow, isn't he? Oh, he's a Tennessee, right? So Dreadnought, what, 20, little over 20 knots-ish? Am I getting help by the carrier? If the carrier teams up... Oh, we might be able to get him. No! So guys, I'm embarrassed. I don't know, is that the Tennessee's the premium or not? I know we're gonna get Oklahoma and the Bureau, which I have on PC. Slow as molasses in January, as I like to say. 40-second reload. Oh God, we're going brave here. Put the fighter up. We're gonna turn in, see if we can surprise him. Can we get turned away now in time before he reloads? Sorry, I cannot watch chat. Too hyper. Come on, we need a fire. Oh, you know what? Don't kill me! Okay. Plane is spotting him, I think. Once we get spots from our CV, that will be good. Tennessee is the tech tree ship. Okay, thank you, Dark. I mean, I know everything that's been added, but I just don't know the fine details of everything. Getting kind of embarrassed about that. I'm supposed to be the guy who helps you with your questions. Not necessarily tonight. Ugh. Dude, Surrey, kiting like a boss. Just need to get our shots on target, eh? Okay, just gotta check we're not gonna run into something else. Ooh, that hurt. God, we missed him again. Just that little bit of having to worry about the plane. Oh, he's out. Let's get in the cap. I've not even looked in and seen what kind of carrier is attacking me. I didn't even look at the teams. Ah, it's a damn German. So maybe I got hit with an AP bomb. I must have. That's what took a bunch of my health. Oh goodness. Are we at we're at a tier where we should be able to get air cover from our carrier, right? Some support. Can he send fighters over me? I don't have the upgraded hull on Surrey, so I don't think I have the best anti-aircraft that she has to offer. Uh-oh. That might mean Cody. I don't know. Cody, we're trying to survive. Gotta grab this cap. I don't think we have enough time. Unless our carrier can sink their CV. Oh my god, there he is. There he is. Hey, Sokka! Okay, we have planes now. Planes are recharged. Dude, why are you not attacking him? We have to kill him to win! So, have I ever seen Designated Survivor? No, but I do know, I've heard of it before, Moist. This is dicey. Oh god. Why is our CV not attacking their CV? Come on, man, help me! It's kind of hard to dodge. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Well, dude, I'm gonna need a little bit of your help. We couldn't really stay in cap because we needed to go for the kill or get into B for the cap. I guess attacking a CV really sucks, right? Because of the AA. And I don't have... That's probably it for me. Again, don't have the upgraded AA. Don't have the upgraded hull. So he's going to kill me here shortly. Just don't feel like I got a whole lot of help at the end here. Sucker. Man, we came back, though. We had a really bad start. And look at freaking Surrey. We got a lot of ribbons. Whew, holy crap. All right, let me catch up here. So, going way back. Hello, Hitman. Hello, Moist. Good to see you. We said hi to Dark. Hitman, you're back in full-time work now also, so trying to be busy fitting it all in. Oh, okay. Well, I full-time work, but can work from home a good chunk of the time just because we own our own business. So I have that going for me, but with coaching football and other stuff, it makes it hard. And trying to do YouTube edited videos, that's been taking up kind of a lot of my creative time. But yes, I know it is definitely hard to balance. And this is supposed to be a hobby, right? Not a job. It's my playing time that I want to get anyway. That's the good thing. It's like streaming helps me make sure that I get my playing time and stay on top of these campaigns. Dark says hello to Moist. No, I have not seen Designated Survivor, Moist. We were watching a few shows over the vacation. So I watched Sweet Tooth, which is the apocalyptic comic book on Netflix, adapted from DC Comics, which I thought was actually heartwarming, a little scary, being about a virus apocalypse, and a good show. We started watching a show called Manifest with the family, which is a good kind of family thriller type show. That was kind of good. And a few other assorted things. But no, have not seen that one. Hey, Five Jumps, good to see you. Saw you on Hitman stream and Monk stream. What day is the hot tub stream? I feel like I'm in a hot tub. Man, I'm sweating again. I've not got the air adjusted properly in the house. And again, coming home to it being really hot. It's probably 20 degrees hotter at home before we left on vacation. And the house heated up and still cooling down. We didn't get home too long ago. But yeah, the hot tub stream is not scheduled yet. I know that's the meta. I'd have to wear a t-shirt in the hot tub, though. You don't want to see what's underneath. Chiefs, hello. Hope you're doing well. You bought out Georgia already? Well, I hope you're going to like Georgia. I think it's going to be a good ship. It's just not going to be... Without the secondaries from PC, without the long-reach secondaries, it's going to be a little more of a challenge. But, again, it's a Tier 7 and not a Tier 9. So, technically, you know, Alaska is a legendary. Georgia could have been a legendary, and they could have given her better secondaries. But I think to fit her into Tier 7, and I don't know what Dark can say about that now that the ship is out. But I think if you left the secondaries at full power from PC, in balance with those amazing guns with, you know, a maximum of nearly 16,000 Alpha Strike per shell, damage per shell, you had to do something to tweak the offensive capability of the ship, and that wound up being the secondaries. You're liking her so far, Chiefs. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Cool. Dirty t-shirt lady in bikini with a bikini pic on it. Yeah, I don't think you want to see that either. Dark's going a full accuracy build on Georgia, which is what I would do too. Accuracy and reload. Don't try to bust secondaries. It's not worth it. And then, yeah, I saw something about Montana and test. Montana would have to be the legendary, so maybe that's why they did it. They both could have gone legendary, really. All right, Hitman. Hey, thank you for stopping by. Good to see you. That was a fun stream. You were the one stream I got to hang out in for a long time, or hang out in for a long time when I was gone on vacation. So, as always, before Hitman leaves, whoops, why did that happen, guys? It's gonna show you my. For some reason, it's gonna misbehave and show you my desktop every time I try to jump out and do a link or something. Just want to give you guys a link to Hitman's Twitch page. Great content and a fun and jovial group. Kind of what we try to do around here, just with a lot more people on the stream and in a normal time of day. And some of you guys I know come to both, so I really, really appreciate that. Like 5 Jumps and Monk, saw you guys over there the other day. So, cool. You guys are doing Georgia with the dispersion build. That's awesome. Archer said, happy birthday. How did you know that? Is that somewhere on like my Instagram page? That was the other thing that was kind of funky today. Did get to go out to dinner, and when you get older, no one really cares about your birthday, most especially you. I go, at this day and age, I'm happy to have made it another year, honestly. You never know. I'm over half a century old, and it was a pandemic, and definitely makes you think more about mortality and just not mortality in itself, but the fact that we're not fallible. When you get a little older and you have friends that have issues and family that have issues, and you go through that stuff a few times, it just gives you a different perspective. So I'm definitely happy to have been healthy and had a healthy family. Just one good friend who lost his mother-in-law during COVID. So, but thank you very much, Archer. I appreciate it. Facebook. Yeah, I never go on Facebook hardly, so I feel bad. I have to go out there and say thank you to people. No singing required. Please do not feel like you have to do that at all. But thank you for the well wishes. I think it's kind of odd when people have like a big birthday stream for themselves. I'm never gonna be that person. But that's just how I roll. Don't have any issues with how other people do it. So 5 Jumps said he's still trying to get over how sinful Florida looks. There's something not right about a USN ship with quad turrets. Again, as I was saying, we had a Florida teammate. Let's see how they did in this last game. Good God. What the heck? Something is really wackadoo with Windows 10. Sorry, you're going to keep seeing my desktop as I'm trying to select this. Ugh, and we jumped out of it. Wait, here we go. Oh, how did our Florida do? You could tell when our Florida headed straight into the B cap on shards that it wasn't going to go well for them. So I don't think she's extremely durable. I know she has good guns, but help me, guys. Does she have like the all or nothing armor scheme? I doubt she does, right? Because she's fast. So I think she has to be a little less armored, right? Because she's pretty mobile. So is she like tiny Iowa? But that's a game that just shows you I'm really happy with Surrey. I know that Seaworthy Samuel kept saying that Surrey was going to be a big jump, and it has been so far. I've only played like 4 games in Surrey, but really, really enjoyed them. Unfortunately, we're not getting wins yet. When you're completely stock, it's hard to carry. Though I feel like you can at least kind of carry in the British heavy cruisers sometimes, just because they have the heal and the staying power. So no all or nothing like North Carolina with 14-inch guns. Okay. I've just seen some people have amazingly good games in Florida. So that's one that I'd be interested in actually purchasing, honestly. And what is she? Tier 6? She's probably in the shop, right? One of these days I have to open some crates. Tier 6. Okay. Ooh, only 21,000 doubloons for the XXL package. What's up with Azure Lane? Can you only buy crates? You can't buy the actual commanders outright. You have to gamble that. I don't think I want to do that. I do like the couple that I have, but I'm not going to necessarily pay a bunch of money for Azure Lane crates. Modern Day, what's up, Modern? How are you? Stream is going okay. Just started. A little while ago, had some issues technologically. I've been off for 2 weeks. So while I was gone, Windows updates happened on my computer. So I had to get out and restart. Didn't start my YouTube side properly. So anyway, hey, thank you for dropping in. I had a week vacation break up in the mountains. So we got to do some boating, some fishing, pool, little couple bike rides. I'm going out to eat at some of my favorite restaurants, the little town that we go up to and visit with a really nice and big lake, old logging town here in my state. And no chain anything. There's no fast food or anything. It's just a real kind of cool, not locals only, but locals feel resort town that's 4 seasons, hiking, lake, biking, golf in the non-snow seasons. And then you're only 15 minutes from a really nice ski resort. That's not the biggest ski resort. Don't get me wrong. It's not Utah or Colorado, but it's very nice family ski resort with at least I think 3,000 or 4,000 feet. I don't know the exact number of vertical, but super skiable. Never any lift lines. A lot of fun, and it's only 15 minutes from our house, even in weather. So it's a 4-season town that we go to. So. No disc golf. They probably have disc golf there somewhere. And they do a few places around my town. It's funny, Dark, I was just driving by that telling my kids, we need to try that. And it's probably because you had said you had done that. So you can buy the commanders outright. Okay, we'll have to check that out. I will have to check that out in more detail. So let's see what the mission said. Oh, dude, we got the first one done. Okay, first week is pretty easy here. I noticed it's a change of pace, not to have to get the first win. The structure's a little different in endurance trials than what we've been doing the last couple campaigns, right? So we talked about doing a British and French line grinds in the stream description. So we're at tier 6 now, Surrey. We're at tier 6 with the King George and with Fiji. So kind of warmed up. So maybe let's play a Fiji game. And we need credits. So let's throw on triple credits. Let's see if we can shoot some stuff with AP. You are intermediate to semi-pro at disc golf? I think I told you one time I used to go on a camping trip with friends and we'd play beer disc golf for like a whole Saturday once a year. And that was our big thing. Was a beer, not with the having to knock over the beer or anything, but a fun disc golf tournament. That was our big activity of the day. And then that evening we'd go to Tijuana for the night into the next morning. So are you on like a tour then, Dark? And you have sponsors? You sponsored by Twitch? Archers below beginner level. How's that fatherhood, Archer? How's the baby doing? Are you getting some play in, or are you still doing a lot of daddy duty? Is he able to like start holding his head up and stuff now? That's the part when you youngsters or people who don't have a baby yet, or who one day will, the worst part of having a young newborn baby is when they can't hold their head up and you're worried about it flopping around and them getting some kind of neck injury or head injury. Because they already have like the soft spot where their skull's not completely formed, which is weird enough as it is. Like when they get dehydrated, you see it start to cave in, which is bizarre. And then they just don't have great control over their neck muscles, and that was the one thing that always freaked me out. So when the first child got her ability to hold her head up, I was very happy. And then second one, you're never as worried as the first. But in both cases, it's like, I'm not super stoked about this not being able to hold their head up deal. He just ate and you have to wait an hour. Oh, to play? For what? For him to go to sleep? Oh, gotcha. Okay. I see that in the prior comment. Yeah, that's kind of how it rolls, right? Oh, shite. Hello, Helena. We're going to have to smoke up defensively, which I don't usually like to do.
Generator started.
Don't usually want to do this, but don't really have a lot of choice. We're spotted by someone's plane.
Smoke screen set.
Okay, break detection. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna let that burn.
The ship is on fire.
I don't think so. We made both of them back up.
Problem solved, sir.
I don't think they're gonna advance, but let's do this. Let's go tail in. At least contest this cap for a minute. That Helena has no torps. Scharnhorst looks like he was backing off, which makes no sense versus a Fiji, but hey, whatever. Eventually, we're gonna get going here. I don't know if I put the propulsion mod on this boat. I should have if I didn't. Hey, we got a Florida player who actually killed a cruiser this time, who didn't die in the first 2 minutes. That's a bonus. Ugh. They still have a plane on their side. Can't really take this risk of hanging in cap. Gotta open up a little bit of distance here. Let's give the Helena something to think about while we kite away. Just zip around the corner, then come back in. What about you guys? When I have a break, I kind of just lose my bearings a bit. Let's help on this York. So our first game back in Surrey wasn't too bad. Did not start well, but we made a game of it. Okay. Oh, we're gonna be spotted up by the York. Oh god. I'm gonna keep firing. What the heck? Massachusetts is not really interested in us yet. Stay on the York. You hosted me? Thank you, Dark. Was that you? I don't know if that was you or Cody. Sorry about that. Thank you. Appreciate it very much. I did hear it. Okay, let's help on the Massachusetts. Massachusetts is pretty permeable in the superstructure, so I'm actually having a good time farming Massachusetts in Fiji. Oh, God. So we started out well. Decided to go south. I hear those penetration sound indicators, which is good. I know exactly how many millimeters of superstructure armor Massachusetts has, but I know she's susceptible to fire, to HE, I should say. Dude, York is just begging to get smacked. Can we do it? Gonna lead that properly? Ah, he got spanked. He got taken out. Okay, they have no DD left, which is an advantage for us. Stop firing and see if we can break detection and maybe start to help capture B. What? Amalfi, you're kind of close to the mass. Oh, you're using your engine smoke though. Okay, Italians have the creeping smoke, which is kind of their unique feature. Let's try to kill steal the Massachusetts. Oh, he's out. Good work. Okay, now we're gonna duck in and try to cap B with the Amalfi if it's not already turned. Five Gem says, one of your favorite parts about British light cruisers is, you know, those battleship players are grinding their teeth knowing they can't oh, heal those big numbers you're dishing out. Right, because it's AP damage, right? And AP damage is better. It's harder to heal than fire damage. Citadel damage is the be-all, end-all. Only 10% of Citadel damage gets healed back, I believe. If I know my WG math. Let's not trust that this Scharnhorst is going to die. Yeah, I was kind of thinking. We're going to smoke up. Now we get to use our smoke in a kind of an offense-defense capability here. We will have to watch out for Scharnhorst torpedoing our smoke.
Smoke screen set.
But we have a tool for that in our Hydro. Okay. Yeah, 5 Gem's alluding to is that when you get that AP damage, it's healed back at a lower multiple than HE is. Or fire damage, especially. Fire damage, I think you can heal back 90% of it, or is it all of it? Obviously, depending on, you know, how much restoration capability you have in your repair party. And some repair parties are better than others, based on your commander skills and your nation. Whether you're driving a Nelson or a Conqueror. Okay. We have 2 caps, so I'm not going to run to A because we have a 5-2 advantage. I'm going to basically try to flank these guys now. But I'm going to wait until I'm kiting the Giulio. I don't want to be showing him full broadside because he's going to think a Fiji's a pretty juicy target, which is correct. Just have to hit him. It's not a lot, it's 1,000, you know, per shell, but it adds up. There we go.
We destroyed an enemy battleship.
Kutuzov has the advantage on us on a lot of things, but not detection distance. So if he keeps firing, he's going to get worked. We can match his AP output. Obviously, he has really good HE, too. He's going to try to smoke up belatedly, maybe? No. Kutuzov is a fun ship. It's another smoke cruiser, but just a different playstyle than Fiji. A little clunkier. McClunkier. Ooh, get him! So close. He's probably gonna try to smoke up, maybe. Nope, nope. Okay, I thought he was gonna hit the island. Ah, just lost him. Hey, we got a couple kills though. Oh, Monk was saying all on fire damage. I thought it was all. I was either thinking 0.9 or 1.0 as far as the constant that you multiply against the damage, but I thought it was all. You're just limited by how many points you can recover from your repair party. Which again, in certain lines and certain ships is much greater than others. Nelson and the British light cruisers have an oversized heal. as well as Conqueror. Although seeing a Russian BB fall back after you start chewing through their damage cons is a close second. Yeah. Right, because the Russians have the damage control party that they can reload quickly, but they have a limited number. So what 5Gem's saying, once they fall off, you know that they've probably gone through all of their charges. Nelson's one of your favorite ships to play against. Yeah, it's an aim thing, and it's... Nelson actually has a good belt in the middle, amidships, and the long lateral side of the ship, but if you can hit between the middle of the ship and the bow, you can do tremendous armor-piercing damage in that area. And then just realized Twitch isn't showing chat on your end. Be back a few minutes trying to fix this. It might be me, dude. I had problems with Twitch loading in. It now seems more stable, but it was giving me fits, so I actually had to restart the stream to get it to behave. So maybe it's not just a me thing tonight. All right, well, we were low tier, so we got some work done. We needed 300,000 silver. We got 254, and we got 100,000 for our bureau trials. So now we can just go back to the load-in screen, right, and see. Gosh, Cobb is close. How close is that? What do? Do you just take you in, straight in? Oh my god, 8 minutes? Oh, we have one more stage. Whoops. Looks like we have one more. I've been slow cooking this thing. I only have one ship. I've had nothing in the last, like, 2 full blocks of Cobb. Or 3. I have not had what's been needed, so it's been a long process. But I am patient. More patient than most about aircraft carriers and other things. Actually, let's jump in and get Admiralty back and going. Gonna purchase that. I love how it takes you here, and then people probably go in and automatically click and don't realize they're going to milestone 30. I just do the basic. 2,500 gold. We've been earning back about 750 gold, so the price of a campaign has gone up from originally about $6 to now somewhere in the neighborhood of $9, which, you know, to me is a pretty good price for a premium ship that in the shop would cost you $60 or $70 on Legends, given that a lot of the times the Legends base prices are overpriced versus PC. Though we did see the coupons came out. Coupons I'd put twice into my YouTube videos about it'd be nice if we had coupons like the PC side. So again, I feel like WG has listened to us on quite a few accounts, and I know it's not just me who probably asked for those, and they probably had been thinking about implementing them anyway. But it's very cool that they put coupons in. I think it gives you a percentage off one of them, or the other one is like a straight doubloon discount. So definitely take advantage of that when that happens. That's a really cool thing. I'm glad they did it. Chiefs is going to have Yamato on Friday or Saturday. Cool deal. She's fun, but, you know, legendary tier is a bunch of battleships and destroyers. So if you get positioned improperly or your team melts, it's hard to have a lot of staying power in a Yamato, especially if you've got several destroyers pursuing you as well. But under the right circumstances, she's a very fun ship and well worth it. But legendary tier, just not my favorite tier right now. We've talked about that. All right, let's play 1 KGV. We don't need the triple booster on. Let's do a double because we're just trying to line grind this ship. And we'll do a medium credit booster, though we pretty much have what we need. So people like Georgia, what about Champagne? Has anyone been playing Champagne? Some people think, or have said, well, Georgia's just another ship that's similar to Champagne, but has basically made Champagne obsolete already. To me, the difference seems to be that the accuracy on Champagne is more like a battle cruiser accuracy So it's going to be higher than any battleship, even though Georgia, and again, Dark might know, but might not be able to tell us. Georgia's supposed to have improved accuracy versus other higher tier American battleships because she only has the 6 guns. Whereas I know for sure the way Champagne was programmed originally on PC, she had battle cruiser accuracy, which was definitely a notch above the PC side. Chiefs likes Champagne. It's weird to get used to 1 turret on each side. Yeah, that's the big offensive difference, right? Versus Georgia. Well, she's probably got better secondaries than Georgia, which again is not the case on the PC side. And then she has the same higher speed capability, and then 1 turret in front, 1 in the back. Yeah, that's definitely different, right? So I guess if you're bow tanking, you can get 3 shots off in Champagne. You can get 4 off in Georgia. I don't like the spawn location in Battleship too much if we don't get support. Nuremberg here is going to run for the border, I have a feeling. Who else do we have? I hate this spawn way over on the side. It just promotes bad behavior. So number 1, if I go straight in and start firing now, I'm just going to get focused. Number 2, 2 of my 3 support ships are way over to the right. And they look like they're AFK. And then it promotes the behavior of going the 9-10 line, which just to me is not the play. So what I'm going to do is cut inside this island and then try to turn back around and face into the cap. Let's see if we can administer some pain to the Algerie on the way. Come on, get him! What? Seriously. The straddle. Oh, look at that cruiser dodge. He's gonna turn in. I know what you're doing. We only lost 1 shell to the hillside. To the hillside. Dang it, we're just short. Okay. We're gonna cruise around the corner of the island here. Yeah, I can't really go in 1v1 on the Knives now with him too healthy because he has the torpedoes that I don't have. And I've got my 3 cruisers all kind of hanging on the edge. And who knows? I mean, they're just going to hang back here. Are they actually going to push up and be effective? Get in position to get shots on these guys? Again, this is another reason it's talking about the start of the stream. A 12v12 match allows for better balancing in the number of ships at each spawn. It would help prevent this thing where you've got 3 kooks going 9-10 line. Alger, are you backing up? Let's guess you're backing up a little bit. Missed him. Try to gauge where he was going off the mini-map. Didn't quite do it. Okay. I'm not aiming at him. I don't want him to think that we're paying too much attention to him. Gonna aim at him at the last minute. Ugh. Come on, baby. Okay. That'll work. So now my 3 cruisers, 2 of them are not able to shoot because they're behind an island. And we've got 1 in an area where he can kind of help. And I'm going to prefer to shoot and take out cruisers first. They are doing a decent job. Well, the CV is going after the knives now too. Gosh, missed him. All right. I'm going to call focus fire on the knives now. Get 1 shot off on him, then there's a cruiser coming around the corner. My aiming is a little suspect. what is it? It's in New Orleans. I've got to go bow into Nyes now. Oh, they're all gonna focus me now. Nyes now takes some torps. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn away from him because of the torpedo threat. I'm gonna wait for him to fire at me first. Get up to full speed. Okay, he's fired. I'd be fine jousting with him if I had cruiser support. This, again, they're all back behind the mountain. Not getting fire on anything. That's why I hate that spawn location. Just teaches people a bad habit of going way out wide.
The ship is on fire.
Just have to watch our exit line here. I think that one ship might be AFK. I'm not sure. Come on. Shoot.
Problem solved, sir.
Just gonna slow down and try to angle away from the Nyes now. Damn it. Cruiser's working me over too.
Damn it. The ship is on fire.
We're dead.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
So frustrating. Okay, the Indy's AFK. So we had two guys go back behind the islands at sea. We have a third cruiser that's AFK. If it had been anything but a Gneisenau, I just would have gone bow in on him. Tried to eliminate him and then get shots on the cruisers. But with a Colorado back there too, that would have been tough. So I'd have been coming in here showing broadside to that Colorado as well. So not likely that this is going to turn out well with AFKer plus 2 9-10 line ships. It looked like they both managed to die too. Yep. Both these guys. All right. Well, that should get us our silver that we need. So let's see what our next goal is. I think our next goal is going to be base XP. XP before bonuses. That just means base XP, your base XP score before your multiples of your boosters and your first win bonus. That good stuff. So you can use pretty much any ship. The premium ship's going to get a little higher base XP than a non-premium. Oh, what the heck. Maybe we should just try a game in Champagne. See what happens. Oh, we said French and British ships too. I might play Charles Martel. Finally got the range upgrade on this boat, but look, it's such a long grind to the hull now. All right, guys, this could be embarrassing. Let's hope it's not. We know we're supposed to stay back in the ship. We're not supposed to rush forward, get focus fired. She does not have an armor scheme to survive getting focus fired. She has French superstructure, which generally means it can be perforated very easily, even with HE rounds. We're supposed to have good accuracy. I kind of built her with mods and commander skills for lower reload. And I think improved AP damage. Definitely an investment in gunnery, and then a little bit in survival with regard to damage control. So let's be totally experimental. Are we top tier?
Action
No,
stations.
we're legendary tier, but there's only a couple legendaries. All right. So let's just kind of take a neutral throttle here. Oh. She has a good HE fire chance, I know that, but let's go with armor piercing. Oh, there's the Quacken. That's the guy who was driving that Tennessee in our first match. I think her shell velocity is pretty high and her gun arcs are pretty flat. Okay. Definitely looks like, even though she has good range, guns are relatively easy to aim. What is this Alaska doing?
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Okay, we bounced there. Ugh, got a Bismarck coming. Do I want to kite? Gonna try to kite. I don't know if I just want to sit there in front of a Bismarck. Again, I don't think I'm gonna hold up to the secondaries very well. Let's use the speed boost.
Engine boost activated.
Ouch. Yeah, we have a cruiser back there too. Invested a little bit in turret rotation speed. Kind of wondering if this ship's going to be a little bit to play like Siegfried, honestly. Pretty maneuverable, has the ability to move at a quicker speed. 2 turrets. Yeah, I just don't want to be taking a ton of heat from those secondaries and getting poached by this cruiser sitting in the back. We got a lot of guys sitting on our base doing who knows what. Multiple battleships there. Kind of wondering what's going on with that. Come on, turrets. Supposed to have pretty fast turret rotation. And we have a cruiser with no torps charging a Bismarck. It's set on fire again.
The ship is on fire.
Go ahead and use another repair party. Save our damage control for a second fire. Okay, I'm gonna put it out now. So we don't have another immediate threat. Cleveland survived. The Beastmaster. I misread that at first in my mind. Oh, great. Oh, that was their cob that died. Sweet. Okay. Now let's push back up. See if we can give a little bit of payback to the Cleveland. I mean, I like the gun arcs. They're kind of laserish for a battleship. Ugh, what is that dude doing? What is our destroyer doing in that situation? Getting spotted and killed by a Cleveland that far away. Playing greedy. I think it's just a situation of, again, so many legendary tier players without legendary tier experience.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Kind of feel like that's one of the big flaws in the legendary tier structure that we have, that everything's a bureau project. You could technically be at a very low tier, not play often, and still earn a legendary tier ship. You don't have to grind it. You don't have to have the experience of playing the line. It's just not my favorite structure the way it's built right now. Honestly, prefer if legendary tier was something you had to earn on the tree, and that our bureau projects were like tier 5, tier 6 premium, since we're not getting those in campaigns. Okay, Mr. Cleveland. Yeah, you can tell the gun arcs are pretty flat based on what we can shoot over. Oh crap. Island. See if we can execute this turn. She's pretty maneuverable. Got that going for her. And her main battery range is strong. Okay, we're gonna have to protect the base. Let's throw a fighter up. See if we can visualize this lead champagne. Should be coming in relatively broadside to us. Yep. Focus them down if we can. Someone's hitting me. Ooh, nice.
Enemy severely damaged.
Come on, guys. Just need to blow on them. Good. There's our Alaska friend from the beginning. Again, we invested in turret traverse and reload. Nice, another Citadel. I don't want to be broadside to this champagne, though. Let's try to kite our cap. See if they're going to bow into us. They are. And then we got a Ochakov. You guys know how I feel about Ochakov. I love that boat. Okay, we're gonna try to see if we can use speed boost.
Engine boost activated. Fighter returning to ship.
Come on. Need some Citadels on this champagne. Decent hit. We showed too much broadside to him. Just gonna kite away. We can always come back to cap. We're kind of getting focused in this group right now. Mogami is way in the back. Come on, dude. Get it where you can at least put fire on these guys. Might be able to just let them push into us and hopefully pick them off. Relatively good chance of doing that. I'm just going to loop back behind the island and then bow into these two guys, these three guys. Plus we've got the Alaska coming somewhere here. I think he just spotted us. There he is. Come on, guys. Let's get him. Guys are kind of making the mistake of going in one by one. Guys playing as Alaska, a lot more like a battleship than an Alaska. Oh, dang. Okay, good work. Is that the Cleveland? Yeah, Cleveland. Anticipate him to turn out, just aimed a little bit higher than where he was sailing, but maybe too high. So, reading reviews on the PC side with this ship, it's really learning to work out her lead. Get the lead on the shells down. The shells hit pretty hard and are quite accurate. Not going to get up and down. Oops. 4v4. Chakov, we have to keep in mind she has 8-kilometer torpedoes.
Engine boost deactivated.
Just gonna miss with that one. Oh, damn it. There's Mogami over there too, eh?
The ship is on fire.
Guys, go for the Mogami. Very low health. 10-kilometer torpedoes on the Mogami. Come on. Be the shot. Oh, nice. Okay. We know that Cleveland's gonna be pushing up on our grill here. Ochakov is angled to us. Actually, better chance of getting citadels than if they're straight on. Damn. Ugh. Don't die, friend. He did. And if we hit him straight on, we might be able to get him. The accuracy. Come on. Okay, we got him. Let's loop back on the Charles Martel. We have a points lead. They're down to 1 ship. The Ochakov was bow in on us, so it's not going to have torpedo angles that we have to worry about. Okay, plane up. If he fires again, we should spot him. And he wants to duel, so
The ship is on fire.
let's go ahead and put this fire out. Just gotta work out getting used to the guns.
Problem solved, sir.
Yeah, let's wait for you to turn again. Just gonna be patient. Fire a little later maybe than he was expecting. We know he's got torpedoes. So I'm gonna angle away slightly. Ugh, and take AP damage. Just need to get one broadside citadel hit on him, hopefully. Overpens. Okay, we got angled. Definitely have to work out the guns.
Fighter returning to ship.
Come on, team. He's gonna kill us, but hopefully gonna take the win. Yes, we still have the points lead. Well, that was an interesting first battle in that ship. We really used the mobility and the speed boost to work in and out of the pack. I think we did all right. Gunnery-wise, our aim was not good. So it's something definitely to work on. But 86,000 damage, I think we could have done more than that. With some getting used to the ballistics. Finished third, which isn't horrid. And we lost this destroyer early, though they lost theirs early too. And this really isn't a fair matchup. If our destroyer plays smart, we have a vision DD, they have just basically a gunboat DD. But losing this gearing so early did not make it easier for us, but we still came out with the win. And we didn't have to go up against any Yamatos. Made life a little bit easier. Okay. So that got us 1973 of our 2500 base XP. So let's jump down and play Charles Martel. Let's play the ship that the guy was playing that was pursuing us and killed us there at the end. I really love this boat on PC, but I'm learning to love her on Legends. It's taking a while. She's really dependent on her upgrades to be at her maximum potential. The gunnery range is short, the main battery range, until you get the upgrade there, which we did, but it's a bummer not having the hull yet. We just had such short range with my setup. We opted for the artillery upgrade first with regard to main battery range. The hull is going to give us more mobility and more hit points, which are really important in this ship. And the other thing we had to change was make a trade-off between keeping the plane versus switching it out for the heel. And we decided to switch out the plane for the heel. Not a choice you normally have to make in cruisers when you play the PC side of the game. Usually choosing between a plane. Well, no, usually not. You're just usually choosing between a spotter and a fighter. You're usually choosing between defensive fire and sonar, or hydroacoustic, as they call it on the PC side. But in this case, we have to trade out our plane if we want the heel. You get both on the PC. But without the hull upgrade, she's not as turny as she will be. She's a little more difficult to evade fire with, so we're going with the heel. And we'll probably wind up keeping the heel, though it loses our ability to spot for ourselves, which is kind of a bummer. Ship's like a Swiss Army knife, has a lot of different tools on PC. So they must have thought she'd be overpowered at tier 7. She got to keep the heel and the plane. Though I guess we can only have 4 slots on the D-pad too. So 4 consumable slots, whereas you can have more than that on PC. Alright, we're gonna run the A flank. Let's see, we are top tier this time. But we have a lot of battleships on each side. We're gonna have to be careful. Our detection distance is 13, so not great. Five jumps of the arcs, good enough to make plane spotting combined with island hopping worth it? That's a good question. It's not going to be able to park behind an island like some of the other lines, like the US lines. I just like it late in the game to be able to get visual on the enemy if I need it late game, if my teammates are dead. You can always shoot over, you know, shoulders like this spot here that are not as tall. But sometimes it's just, you know, being able to visualize where that battleship is going. Or in this case, who's spotting you. Let's throw some torpedoes out just for the heck of it. We have to be getting spotted by a DD and A. I'm guessing. But I mean, if I have a chance to have a plane on a cruiser, I love it. Even if it's not super high arcs. Again, just for those times when you don't have someone to spot for you. But you're right that it's not as versatile with regard to sitting behind an island and using your plane, because the gun arcs are flatter in the French line for sure versus US line. Kind of more like Russian arcs, maybe a little higher than Russian arcs. Okay. Let's loop back around so we can get fire on A. Good God. Really, Zara? If I don't do the same thing, since there's an Iowa here, he's behind an island. Those DDs are... Somewhere in this area, though, they're not trying to flip A, which is surprising. A lot of enemy ships at sea or laying off behind the caps. This Ochakov is playing like your typical long-range spamming Ochakov, which is not, to me, the optimal way to play it. I'd much prefer to be within radar range of the caps. Okay. As far as destroyer hunting, we don't have the best reload, but we have pretty good HE shells. Okay, that's an important early death.
That's how it's done.
We've lost the destroyer too. Great.
Nice work.
Super. So we're gonna kite the Colorado. He damage conned on the first fire, so we're gonna keep firing on him. Though his damage control is gonna protect him for probably about 15 seconds.
Astern.
The enemy team is taking the lead.
Team is not playing too smart. Let's hit speed boost.
Engine boost activated. All stations reporting in position.
Technically engine boost. Get out of those torpedoes. Path. Come on. I mean, you can see we can clear that island there, but that's probably about at the apex of the shell flight. If we were sitting close to the island, it would not be an easy shot. Vlad's gonna fire on us. Bow into him. Maybe we can evade. Mostly did. We're gonna push on the Vladivostok and hopefully get into torpedo range. Still working out the guns on this boat too. Actually, where's the Colorado going? We do have 10-kilometer torpedoes, which is, it's neither 9 or 10. But very, very helpful on this boat. Especially when you're kiting away from enemies, you can throw torpedoes in their pursuit path, so to speak. Again, we'll be way more maneuverable when we get the hull upgrade. Vlad turned away at the last minute. Otherwise, our torpedoes would have looked pretty good. That Odin kind of messed it up, though he's going to get some of his on target, hopefully.
Let's give them a hard time.
Ugh, try to add a fire to the mix. Odin got a little bit impatient in my book. You didn't really need to push that hard. We are really hurting as a team. So this will be an incredibly hard one to claw back. Unfortunately. It's too bad too. If the Odin had just taken a little more conservative of a attack route, the Vladivostok and the Colorado were both low health, so I think we just kind of bailed them out a little bit. Any luck on those torpedoes? No.
Engine boost deactivated.
Try to throw some torpedoes out on the Bismarck. Yeah, this is going to be tough. And battleships coming on both sides. This is where I want my plane. This is where I just want to put my plane up and see where these guys are coming. Just kind of guess. Oh, I guess we were not reloaded yet. They were going to come around that corner. Good gravy. Yeah, it's hard. Hard when you're getting focused. Not the strong point of a cruiser. One thing you lose in the French cruisers a lot. Ugh. Well, number one, she has a weak, accessible citadel. Number two, you lose your steering a lot. And we were just getting focused by like 4 or 5 ships at that last point. Sorry, 5 Jumps, not a good game. But our team melted so fast we really weren't able to settle into our support role. And that's really what you need is a team with a little bit of patience that lets things set up, that bow tanks a little bit, instead of like that Odin just going in and suiciding and trying to do a suicide torpedo run. It just doesn't help at all. You lose your battleships that are going to basically draw fire for you and tank damage for you, and then as a cruiser you're basically getting focused down and you're hosed. That ship is going to be good. It's going to be a good ship when she's upgraded, but it's been just painful so far, honestly. Okay. I hope we get 750 XP, but I'm not sure. Oh, that was painful. Let's see what the next challenge is. I think it's Commander XP. We've got probably one more game left, and then we got to hit the hay. It's bad night of sleep. Need to try to get some sleep. Have to go back to work tomorrow. Okay, 350 global XP. So let's go ahead and load for that. You know what? Lyon is newly unlocked. It's the night of stock ships. So let's throw a booster on for global. Oh, we want to throw a regular booster on too for XP as well, just since we're trying to line grind this ship. Okay. Yeah, 5 Jumps. Those, oh, are you talking about, damn it, incredible drug for the Odin players? Yeah, I mean, Odin has pretty dang good torpedo launch angles, as Scharnhorst does, the German battleships in general. So it's a real lure for people who want to go in and just make those really deep pushes, but he was pushing into multiple battleships. 3, actually, when you count the guy, the Bismarck, who was coming at the end there. There was also the Vlad and the Colorado. So he basically pushed into 3 battleships. That's not going to end well. He could have taken a more angled, arced path, gone in, done an arced run on the Vlad, kited back out, maybe killed the Vlad or the Colorado, one of the two, and then we've got a better chance of working together as a team to get those other guys taken out. But we lost 3 or 4 ships there in pretty quick succession, and it's in a 9v9 game, it's really hard to pull that back. As I did at the start of the stream, I'll say my lobby, besides crossplay divisions and clan structure, is 12v12. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. We have the capability. They've done a lot of different matchmaking combinations across the Wargaming titles. There's no reason we couldn't make 12v12 work for Legends. Hey, Bussy. My weekend was great. I had a good week up with the family. Thank you for asking. Just didn't sleep a lot last night, so I had to drive back today. I didn't want to miss another stream because it's been like 2 weeks since I've streamed, so we're doing the best we can. We've had a couple good games and a couple flame out games, depending on what our teams are doing too, which is how the game goes, right? Which we all know. But at least it's been 50-50. How are you doing? How's everything going? Did you get settled in on your move? And were you able to get the PC client loaded and everything the other day? I checked back on Discord a few times and didn't hear back from you, so I think once you get that WG, can't remember exactly what they call it, the game center or something like that. It manages all the PC games from that game center, tanks, planes, ships. And then they have like Master of Orion and a few other titles too. And I think you can manage it all from their game center. Which I know some people get upset, they think it's kind of bloatware, but I've had good luck with it, managing my updates. And again, you download one client now for ships. Oops, hit my controller. And it manages all your regions for you, which is pretty dang cool. Whereas back in the day, you had to download a separate client for every regional server. Pensacola evaded. Talk about PC a lot, but I know I like this ship on PC. She's totally stock here. She's a good boat, though. Call this the French Fuso. What? I thought that was the Pensacola on the other side. Oh my god. Got one on him, one Citadel. Oh, very old laptop. Okay. Shoot, I just got rocked. Who's back there? By the hood. That can happen. Show him broadside in a ship with a weak broadside armor scheme. Okay, Helena, maybe you weren't expecting this. See if we can surprise you. Ah, unlucky. We need to get the heck out of Dodge here.
The ship is on fire.
2 dead teammates already. There's people sitting in the middle. It's one of those nights. Oh, Pensacola must have the... acceleration mod on, because he backed up pretty quickly. Dudes, hit the broadside Pensacola. I really should be making him pay for his behavior. Let's watch his smoke. You sucker. Just blinked out. Really want to make one of these guys pay. Just getting set on fire. Friendships tend to catch quite a bit of superstructure damage and get set on fire relatively easy. Unfortunately, again, we're getting pretty much focused here by a lot of HE spam. At least 3 ships off and on. Come on. Okay, there we got the Helena pretty good, but he set us on fire again. Yeah, I know, 5 jumps, just sitting there, and I couldn't punish him. That's my bad. Again, if I had any support right here, anybody to kind of split fire with teammate-wise. It's just kind of superiority of numbers right now. The Helena and the Pensacola are playing really dumb. But unfortunately, we're going to get pretty severely burned down right now. Three freaking fires, seriously. I don't have 5 fire with fire. Okay, we've got to make that damage control party happen. And this ship can be seen from the moon, obviously. Ah, dude, a little bit of spotting would be awesome right now. Try not to get set on fire if we can help it, but we have no caps. We have no cap presence. We are stock. On top of that, ship gets much better mobility as she gets upgraded, which is a plus. Look at this broadsiding. Just
The ship is on fire.
just missed killing him. Come on, guys.
Concentrate fire on the
I don't know what our teammates are shooting at. Okay, we'll slow down here, and Pensacola is going to give us another shot. And there's an Aoba off to our right. It's going to give us a shot, potentially. Just be patient. Where is he going? Fires, man. Does anyone see the Aoba back there? What are other battleship friends doing? The love of God! What are you guys seeing or not seeing? Do you guys see the Aoba there? Oh my god, our cruiser's gonna get torpedoed, probably. Getting HE fire from the T-61. Managed to evade torpedoes. Oh. They're doing a good job of focus firing me, I'll give them that. I'll give them that much. Come on, can we not get set on fire for like 30 seconds? Look at the rudder shift is so bad. So bad. How can we not kill that Aoba? Is he backing up? He is. I needed to assess that briefly. Ugh. We overpenned him. French AP, not the world's greatest. Guys, see this destroyer right here?
Fire on the designated target.
And we want caps, right? We need caps. But no one is capping. Yeah, it's a bit tough. It's a bit tough to figure out what your teammates are doing sometimes. I mean, I don't think a lot of people understand the objectives-based nature of the game, for one thing. We have HE loaded right now for the T-61 specifically, and the hood is going away from us, so... Shoot. I'm going to have to run at a bit of an angle away from the caps just so I don't catch torpedoes through here. Ah! Okay, we broke detection, at least. What cruiser is that? Oh my god, is that Pensacola who had like 10 hit points? Battleship's thinking 15 kilometers proper distance, and the cruiser's thinking all guns is worth the target profile. Right. Exactly. Showing full broadside just to get an extra barrel on. But look, I mean, it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds. We don't have a cap. And our whole team is chasing a battleship out here when... I mean, is it even worth signaling? Probably not. I mean, there's no sense of playing the objectives. I don't know why when I'm switching over to my chat, it's sorry, it's showing you my desktop. I'm probably going to catch torpedoes, but just trying to do what I can do to try to get into a cap. Oh, that's okay, man. Don't worry about it. My bot is overcharged. I need to fix the whitelist / blacklist on it. And I've never completely gotten around to doing it. Okay, now we know the T-61 is going to try to torp us through. He's coming through this gap, most likely. And we have no spotting help because our whole team is, including our destroyer, is freaking chasing the hood when he should be playing objectives right now. Super frustrating.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes, direct front.
We missed him. Damn it. We knew torpedoes were coming on that angle. We don't have the rudder or the hull upgrade to outturn those torpedoes. And it didn't matter. We have a minute 44. We're getting butchered on points. Kind of got distracted by the torpedoes there when I was lining up that shot. Should have aimed a little more ahead of him. I mean, what are you guys doing? These guys have been out here the whole game. Whole game. Just very little knowledge of how the game actually gets played with regard to the points counter. So that's just back to my, earlier point about giving people legendary tier ships too. Like, you give players who are not understanding the dynamics of capping and playing objectives, not chasing ships to the far corners of the map, and we give them legendary tier ships. Yeah, they're all going to the bottom right demo, or in this case chasing one battleship out to the 10 line. When, if we had just worked, everyone was below the B cap together as a group. If we had just pushed together into A and B, we could have taken both those caps, hopefully had focus fire on the T-61 and taken him out. And I think we were early enough. We had 4 to 5 minutes at that point where there was only one cap in their possession, C. The other two were not flipped. So we could have taken A and B, hopefully eliminated the destroyer, and then just let their guys sail out to the edges and we could have taken it on points. So that's the frustrating part of World of Warships, as it was with World of Tanks back in the day. It's just understanding the point schemes, and that, you know, it's PTFO, play the bleeping objectives, right? A lot of people have a tough time with understanding that. Demo says your train of thought is that a player should max out the line of the legendary ship they want before working on it in the Bureau. I think that's a completely rational argument, and I would sign up for that 1,000,000%. Yeah. Or in my mind, the legendary tier ships could go at the end of the tech tree, and you have to grind them after tier 7, just like everything else. And again, give us more ships like California or some tier 6 premiums to work for in the Research Bureau. Make them take quite a long time to grind. But I'd much rather have that, where we would get the average player getting even tier 4, tier 5, tier 6 legendaries, not legendary, premiums in the Bureau, and making legendaries be either ground out or what you're saying, Demo, you have to unlock them through finishing grinds, which would kind of be the same thing, I guess. I just say you could take them out of the Bureau and let people work on something else in the Bureau, and maybe put some unique commanders in the Bureau, or put more of the camos in the Bureau, which they've done in the past. I mean, the California was a great Bureau ship that everybody could unlock. Takes, you know, a dedicated player less time than someone who plays sporadically, but everyone can unlock it. I just really hate that you get a tier 7 plus ship, or you get a legendary tier ship just for showing up and putting, you know, ships and commanders in slots and letting the counters work. It just, to me, is the worst way to do it for the long-term sanity of the player base and the health of the game. We had a decent-ish game and finished second. That just tells you, in general, our team struggled to execute. And again, this looks great. It, you know, got a high caliber, you got a Confederate, which makes you think, wow, I had an amazing game. But you had no chance to win because of just pursuing guys off to the edge of the map and not at all thinking about the fact that we had 0 cap presence that entire game. So that is the rub. We managed to get 75 more renown. So again, we got a slow start. Didn't get any play done before tonight's stream, but we did manage to unlock a couple steps. So we bought Admiralty backing, and we're at basically task 9, working on 10. So not too bad for a night's work. And I think the first week here is going to be pretty easy. We have to just do 5,000 commander XP for endurance trials. Shakedown is 300 times with main battery. So anything like Fiji will do a great job on that. Atlanta will do a great job on that. And then 7 million potential damage we can do with our battleships or some of our higher tier cruisers. And 25 fires is a breeze. Easy. Hey, bananas. Oh, that is a bot. No, let's ban that bot. And Demo said, my friends and I also had the idea where if you unlock a whole nation's tech tree, then you should unlock a cosmetic item like tracers that glow the country's flag colors when shot. Yeah, they had some special commanders that did that kind of stuff on the PC side, and those were campaign commanders. So you basically had to do something like a Research Bureau type campaign to unlock them. And then they had special abilities like the tracers, or if you got a Kraken, it would unlock a really killer special ability for the rest of that match, or other specific medals that you might get, like a Dreadnought or something, again, would trigger some unique ability. So I think they could do all kinds of cool stuff like that in the Bureau, or the tracers, or the cosmetic items that, you know, we folks who play the game in the longer haul really enjoy the collectability of those things. Yeah, no incentive to get all of the nation ships. The other thing that they do have on PC is like if you did certain, they have collections, which is kind of like our bureau, but it's when you unlock crates. The crates give you items like basically different collection items, and when you complete the collection, gives you things like a second flag on a certain nation's ships. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, let the bananas bot through, huh? Bussy. It nuked you, but it let their bot through. I can't seem to click on it. No. My client's not behaving tonight. Again, I gotta tweak some of my settings. Windows 10 messed up some things with an update. But yeah, demo, I mean, more things like the second flag on a ship, or there are like collector's flags on PC too, which like when you get to certain numbers of ships collected, you get a special flag for that. And I enjoy the collectible cosmetics. Not everybody may be excited by that, but I like it. And we've even had it on this where if you got certain mission sets done, you got like I got the Königsberg camo, for instance, for free early on, and that's 750 gold now. So more of that stuff through the bureau would make me really happy, like the ice camos, which I think was a great idea. Choice whether to pick camos, boosters, or steel out of the common containers. Yeah, like on PC, you're never going to get steel out of a common container, but you can choose resources. They have coal, which is an intermediate currency between silver, and steel. So coal's kind of in the middle, and you can use coal to unlock a certain set of premium ships. And what they have, the armory, we have the forge. So same kind of idea. But you can choose the type of crate you want to unlock. It can be flags and signals. It can be things like currencies or resources, or you can choose like basically a lower value crate on average, but has a higher chance of unlocking something called a super container, which can have a ship or other really cool stuff. It'd be kind of akin to getting a big crate in a pull instead of just a regular blue crate. So I think there's some cool stuff they could definitely do, like you're saying, on the crate side that they haven't done yet. The coupon thing is awesome that they did implement coupons, because that's something that PC's had for quite some time, that every quarter you get refreshed a set of coupons, or maybe every 6 months. So I'm glad they're doing that, but I think our crate structure could be a lot more interesting. The blue crates are not interesting at all and could be upgraded where you get a chance at a big crate. Or like you said, you can choose the type that you want, resource or booster or currency. That's the other one. It's just like, is a silver, so to speak. Give Forge the special camos. Yeah, give you the option to unlock some of that stuff in the Forge. With, again, they could do something like coal. I don't know whether they're going to ever do something like that for us on the Legend side. But coal is the resource that they basically use to incentivize you through the daily crates. So you get coal through the resource crates, or even in a flag and camo crate. The flags are or signals are the boosters on PC. You can get coal out of those crates, but if you choose resource, you have a chance to get like triple coal. And again, the more coal you get, the faster you get to unlocking certain premium ships with that currency. So, hey, thank you for the follow, Demo. Really, really appreciate it. I'm going to actually hit it, you guys. Again, came back from vacation today. Did not sleep last night at all. Had to drive home today. Thanks for coming on stream. It's been 2 weeks. I did put out some YouTube content last week, which was kind of why I didn't stream last week. So had a Georgia video out there, kind of a preview, just a little bit of footage from my Georgia from the PC side, comparing it to what the specs look like on Legends. And I think it's going to be a good ship. So I'm going to grind it out the old-fashioned way. Bought Admiralty backing tonight, but there was at least Chiefs on stream tonight who bought it already and said that Georgia is actually really, really fun so far. Hey, no problem, Demo. Thank you for coming in, and love having the conversations about how to improve the game. That's a big thing we spent here, as well as some tips and tricks, and we've been focusing on line grinding French and British ships. So We've gotten all those up to tier 6 now. Almost everything I started, which was all back at the beginning on the British lines. So we're making a lot of progress on that. And then sometimes I'll play more of the premium ships, like tonight, getting a game in Champagne and having a decent first game in Champagne. So look forward to getting more time in on that ship as well. So, hey, thanks you guys. Have a great one. Thanks for joining, and we'll talk to you soon. Hopefully back on Friday night, God willing. And have a great one, you guys. Thank you. I'm VannKraken, and I am out.